in less than 1 minute, what would you tell people? Would you tell them to get involved or run?
No, get involved. If you've got money you need to invest or want to invest, get into Alan's Forex trading. It will blow your mind, and you'll make super returns, better than any bank, better than all the stocks and that, better than Bitcoin and all those other ones as well. That's all speculative. So get into Alan's Forex trading. You won't regret it. You'll make good money.
Morning, Nick.
Morning.
I really appreciate the time that you've taken out of your day to afford me this opportunity to find out how your trading's going and like what you think of everything. Let's first start with an introduction. So this is Nick Koumpan. He's a client of mine. He uses my robot, and he's also using my strategy or learning my strategy. So how long have you been trading, Nick?
I started trading in October, early October.
Oh, so you're brand new?
Yeah, I'm very new.
What do you do for a living?
I've got an ice cream shop, and I dabble a little bit in property, a little bit there.
Okay.
But yeah, look, I want to make a side income, which is what I was looking for online. So I was searching around and I found you. And I did my kind of due diligence and checked it up, and it seemed reasonable. When I compare it to everybody else that I kind of looked up, it was offering unrealistic returns and stuff. So, straight off the bat, but, your returns that you were indicating were very acceptable and very enriching. And I was very excited by the fact that I could make very good returns, but not unrealistic returns. So that's the reason why I went to your website, and I went and looked at the testimonials and read everything about it, and then I joined, and I haven't regretted it since. It's been a great journey. Been some ups and downs, but it's a rush. It's a thrill. Sometimes it's difficult to take your eyes off the screen because and you say just relax, sit back, just let it do its thing. But it's difficult sometimes when you just see the candles going up and down like crazy.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's me. So I'm a new trader. I have made some mistakes, but I'm on the right track now.
Okay, awesome. Are you making profits using my Forex strategy?
I am making profits. I'm hedged at the moment.
Okay, good.
Obviously, with the situation, and I've tried to be active on the Telegram groups.
Yep.
Sometimes to the detriment, sometimes not. I like to try and help people, but yeah, I'm hedged. And then I mentioned to you yesterday, I'm thinking about removing my hedge, and you said, well, what's the point? Why? And then all of a sudden it shot up to 2040, 2045, and my hedge is at 2014 or 2015 or something like that. So it was the right thing to do.
To stay in the trade.
Yes, to stay in the trade. But from a historical point of view, I rushed in really quickly, and I didn't watch all the videos, I admit. And the first six weeks or so was great. I mean, money was coming in great. I was making good returns, and then we hedged.
Yes. Thank God, because that's what the robot's supposed to do. It's supposed to hedge your accounts and then wait for the volatility to settle, and then you've got options.
Yeah, so I got hedged, and I didn't know what to do, and I kind of panicked, and I was rushing around trying to find out what I must do, and made some silly mistakes, which were my own fault because I didn't follow the rules.
Yeah.
And I did end up losing some money, but I didn't lose a lot. Eventually, I opened up a new account back in February,
right,
and funded that one. And I've moved that money from that first account into the new account. And so all my money's in there, and I left $100 in the original account to practice with.
Right.
And that's $125 now.
Okay,
I'm waiting now.
25%. That's fantastic. Over what period of time?
Since early in Feb. maybe about the 8th, 10th of February. So it's about 2 months.
Okay, so 12.5% per month. Call it 12. That's about 144% per year, and that is without compounding.
Yeah, that we're busy looking at this, the hoping for the next ADMA to kick in, and we drop under get the second candle under the ADMA.
Yep.
And then I'm going to use the $100 and I'm going to stick in a short.
Okay, good.
And that'll boost it hopefully by quite a few dollars.
Absolutely, absolutely. So it's interesting that you've only been trading since September, so you've actually got nothing to compare me with. But I want to go back to your first statement of you did your due diligence. How did you do your due diligence?
Well, I first of all wanted to investigate, who Alan was and what he did and what he stood for. And so I did some searching on the internet and was happy with everything that I saw. And I've just seen so many other bots out there that promise great returns, and I just didn't trust it. There was no interaction with the users, kind of thing.
Yeah.
You could see, you kind of put the money in, and they would deal with it, and there was no support, or there would be no support. I mean, you're great because you're available all the time, except when you're on holiday, flying all over the place.
I'm still available.
Or on the beach, but you communicate with everybody in the group. You help everybody in the group, and I really appreciate that. It's good for morale, and it keeps you sane, and you help to take the emotions out of the whole thing, because that's where people get caught out. That's where I got caught out originally, but I'm on the right track now. I'm still learning.
I think it's impossible to remove the emotion out of trading. We're not robots. We are emotional beings. And I think that if you've got trading rules and money rules, it definitely lessens the pain of trying to make a decision, because it's in black and white for you.
Yeah. Look, another great thing that you do is that when an issue arises and there's a lot of talk about things, you make a quick video, and then you send it out to everybody and explaining what people must do, and that is like gold. That's so important. We've had a couple of incidences recently where you sent out videos within 30-40 minutes explaining to people, this is what you need to do, people, or not.
Well, it's not trading advice, because I'm not allowed to do that, but I'm just explaining to you how to read a Forex chart, and this is what I'm doing. So I'm not telling you to follow me. I'm just explaining to you how I read the chart, and then I'm trading with you guys, and I'm showing you exactly what I'm doing, and you've got options. I'll give you different options, and you need to put on your big boy panties and make a trading decision.
But
I try and remove. I give you different options, and I'll tell you what the risk is, and then you need to then make that decision.
Look, you make it very clear you're not a financial advisor, and everything.
No.
We understand that. You're just telling us what you're doing, and if we choose to follow that, then it's up to us to basically do that. So So, but all the groups that you've got on the Telegram, fantastic. One for the new guys, one for the hedged people, how to read the Forex chart, etc., etc. It's all invaluable stuff, and it's good to see the interaction. It's disappointing to see some of the people not posting anything at all.
Yes,
you're not really quite sure what they're doing, and I'd like to hear more from other people.
So, unfortunately, people don't like forums, and It's just human nature. People don't like to be on public forums, and people are shy,
Yeah.
embarrassed. They don't want to ask these questions. They feel that they're stupid questions. A lot of the time people say, I know this may sound like a stupid question. And it's only the people that don't ask the questions, they won't be here in weeks. They'll lose their money, and they'll become a statistic, a Forex statistic. 98% of traders out there lose money. And it's because they don't have mentorship, or if they do have mentorship, they don't take the mentorship seriously, and they don't ask questions. It's only the people that ask questions and engage on the group, that are the ones that will last, and not just last, make money.
Yeah, it's very important to have a mentor, because if you go off the track, you can get not advice, but help, assistance, guidance, if you want to call it that.
Yeah.
And also moral and mental support when things are
Absolutely.
maybe not
So
quite going right.
from a mastermind perspective, because that's what that group is, it's a mastermind. How do you find it? How do you find do you find the other traders knowledgeable? Are you learning from the other traders? You say that the support is fantastic. How do you find me as a mentor?
Yeah, but the group is great. You can see in there are the new guys. The newer guys tend to be a little more vocal, because they're asking quite a lot of questions. And the other guys you pick up after a while who the experienced ones are. But what is great is that there's a lot of activity in there. You're always on there, giving your support and answering questions, and that kind of stuff. So from that perspective, it's invaluable. That's what that mastermind group is. It's invaluable, because people are also throwing ideas around, and when you get certain patterns in the candles, people say, well, I'm seeing one thing, and the next guy says, no, well, I'm not seeing that, I'm seeing something else. And it kind of gives you a different perspective on different options that may happen within the charts. But you, Alan, as a mentor, Alan, you great.
Thank you.
You're available. You're not shy to ask questions. You're not shy to test us as well by saying, what's the answer to this, boys or girls? And then you don't get much of a response, and then you kind of say, come on, let's get working at this.
Yeah.
And that's quite nice. I'm a bit timid sometimes to respond, because I get the wrong answer.
Nobody wants to get it wrong. Sure, absolutely, especially on a public forum with over 400 people.
But I don't mind. I don't mind getting it wrong. That's one of those things.
That's how you learn. You fail forward. That's the only way to get it right, is to get it wrong.
Yeah. It's all a learning thing. I still haven't completed all the videos yet. I've still got videos to go through and look at, but I'm not shy to admit that. So I'm still a bit on the cautious side, because I don't want to get myself into a sticky situation. And currently I'm in a good spot. My bank's looking good. I'm making money, and my drawdown isn't particularly high at this point in time, and I've got money in the bank in case we hedge again.
Right.
I can fund the account.
But you don't have to. I mean, we've got strategies that you didn't even have to fund your account. You could still trade out of.
Yes.
Which is that's what we teach you. How have you found the lessons and the videos and the course material? Is it easy to understand? Is it comprehensive? Is it complicated? Is it paint by numbers? No. As I say, it's supposed to be. Is it paint by numbers?
It is. It is a paint by numbers, and it's very straightforward. It's very easy to understand. I mean, I'm so eager. I just spent hours and hours watching all the videos, setting it all up, getting it done, and I had the thing set up very quickly, within a day, I think it was.
Are you talking about the robot?
Yeah, getting everything set up to get going.
Right.
To get going. That was the initial part, because you say, pause the video, come, do your thing, and come back to the video.
Yeah. And
that's an important part, because if you miss a step, then you could be in trouble. but you make it very clear. And all the other videos that you've got on there, hedge, the getting out of the hedge, and the other ones are, they're all important in their own ways in order to be a successful trader. But from an understanding point of view, you can't get it much more straightforward than the way you put it. You know, I know you're going to edit this video to, one thing, there may be one or two that are slightly out of date now because
so the platforms, I can't control how the other people operate their websites. Like FBS will change how we log in or the back office, and I can only know if it's outdated if I'm alerted by my clients. And I think you did if there was one or two videos on FBS and how to set up your account has changed. It's slightly different too. So I've actually updated that specific video about 8 times, and it's like irritating.
Yeah, because I'm currently running. Look, my MT4 on my Android. I don't have all the.
Yeah. I need to make a new video on the Android.
Give me his phone and nick it from at the weekend.
Okay. I'll make a new video. I commit.
Need a new one. Yeah, thanks.
No problem. Do you find that my strategy, the Forex strategy, the ATMA strategy, is a simple to understand strategy?
I believe it is. Once you've gone to start with, when you're using it for the first time, you're a little unsure. But once you've watched the videos a few times and you've gone through the experience a couple of times, then it's like it's easy. It's second nature, especially with the moving averages, the moving the 8th EMA, and when the candles open above and below, and you've got a doji and so on and so on. Once you've got that into your brain, it's really straightforward. It's just getting your mind around. It's almost practicing it, kind of thing.
Am I your first experience in Forex?
Yes, I had no Forex experience at all.
Okay.
And you know what triggered it was I went to the UK last year to see my family,
right.
And I met up with my brother, and he said he got involved with some trading of some kind. I'm not quite sure what it was, and he put 10 grand into this thing, and from that 10 grand, he was making 10 grand a day, and he made £250,000 very, very quickly, and then he lost that almost down to nothing, and he then went in the hole a little bit, and then he got back out. He got his $250,000, and he stopped. He didn't do it anymore. But that intrigued me, and it was trading.
Okay.
And that's why I went online. I thought, he said he will never do it again, because he didn't know what he was doing. He just, it wasn't like he was watching the markets and this kind of stuff. I think it was other people doing it for him.
Very dangerous, that.
Yeah. So he realized that. He got out lucky. He made money. So that's what triggered it for me, to get involved in trading in Forex.
Right.
And that's when I went hunting around looking for something, and I found you. So yeah, I haven't experienced it with anybody else. I've been put off by the fact that all the other people don't seem to have a face on you. There's no real communication.
Yes.
Sometimes you have to hand over the cash to them, and they deal with it. And it's all dangerous stuff. So, what's great with you is that we have control of our own money. We do what we want with our money. We can withdraw it. We can do what we like. And it's safe with FBS. So, because it's ring fenced as far as I'm aware, all the money. So
they don't even have your money. That money is with a liquidity provider. So it's actually with like a bank. So if it's the intermediary, they're the broker, and they get the Forex feed from the liquidity provider. So that's how it works.
Yeah. So I'm very comfortable with the whole situation, especially having the money, my money in my hands, kind of thing.
That's one of the most important aspects of trading, is never give your money to somebody and just trust somebody off the bat. It's very, very dangerous. So my job is about making you independent and learning how to read, give the man a fishing rod rather than give him the fish.
Yeah.
Teach him to fish rather than just giving him the fish. Do you feel? Yeah.
Sorry, Alan. No. The other thing that's great is your arrangement with FBS is that there's no swap fees.
Yes.
And that's massive. Yeah. Like, I don't think people know how important it is to not have swap fees.
They don't. No commissions, no swap fees, no taxes. Unbelievable.
In your videos,
do you feel supported? How do you find the mastermind group, my mentorship on the group? And
look, there's not only from yourself, Alan, as a mentor. The group are very supportive of everything that you do. No one's, you can put any question in and it gets answered. And even if it seems like a ridiculous question,
no such thing.
There's no such thing. Yeah. There's so many people there to support you and offer you guidance and answers to your questions that you may have, that you feel completely supported. I mean, I've got my laptop open most of the day, so I'm kind of watching, and comments come through all the time.
Yeah.
Even at night, when the next candles are going to open up at midnight, you think, oh, here we go. So the support's right there from you specifically, but from the others as well. Because one or two of the other traders on the Telegram group or the mastermind group are very experienced. I don't know if I can mention names, but I know you can cut and edit. But that guy Guy,
he's an ex-bank trader.
Yeah. So he's got to say I look out for him.
Yeah.
And so it's the support is phenomenal. I'm very happy with it.
Yeah, fantastic. What would you tell somebody that was looking at trading with me with regards to the robot and my free course? What advice would you give them?
Your what course? Your EA course?
Forex course. Both.
Oh, okay. No, if you're going to if you want to get involved with Forex trading, especially with gold, because that's what we do, or Alan does. Alan's you're the man to go to, because you're a proven success. And if you're going to join, go through Alan and make sure that you watch all the videos completely, maybe even twice, and then you need to then implement the tactics, the methods, and then start off slowly with small amounts and get used to how it works and how the robot works. That would be my advice.
Are you enjoying the fact that I do trade live with you guys, and you can see that I am not just preaching but practicing it?
100%.
Let me ask you my last question. Have you found that I'm accurate? And to what percentage do you think I'm accurate?
Yeah, no, for sure. Look, you'll post say, this is what I think is going to happen. It's going to hit the 34, 32 moving average, and it's going to bounce up to here, and it's going to then stay there for. You're very accurate. It's quite uncanny how you seem to get it right, 95% of the time. Yeah. No, look, no, your accuracy is quite incredible. Then you'll go back and say, look, I told you, boys. And then you'll say, did you follow? Did you follow me? I'm going to be careful how I put this. Did you follow what I did?
Did you take a trade, or what did you do? Like, how are you guys trading? It's I like to know like what you guys are doing, and it's interesting.
Yeah.
It's interesting. Look, I think, it's about 85 to 90% accurate with my, with the way I read it. And guess what a gift, eh? What a gift
Yeah.
I can give and share this with everybody. In less than 1 minute, what would you tell people? Would you tell them to get involved or run?
No, get involved. If you've got money you need to invest or want to invest, get into Alan's Forex trading. It will blow your mind, and you'll make super returns, better than any bank, better than all the stocks and that, better than Bitcoin and all those other ones as well. That's all speculative. So get into Alan's Forex trading. You won't regret it. You'll make good money.
Nick, I really appreciate your time. Thank you very much for taking the call.
Hey, no problem, Alan. Take care. Thanks, man.
Okay. Keep well.
Yeah. You too. Thanks, man.